Wrong that the two of you ended up like
God.
this with all this stuff. What happened?
I was looking on adverts and I spotted a little pistol holster that was advertised, and I got in contact with the seller. Seller being Ken.
Oh.
Pistol holster was gone, but he says, I have other things like that. Since that has been a lot of this.
I'm known as the enabler by his family because I lead him into these things, and we got a pretty good relationship that we bang off each other. It's a symbiotic relationship that I like stuff, he likes stuff, and we're able to help each other buy stuff, and it happens to be this sort of stuff.
This was the reason I started collecting.
This piece?
This piece. But this is a 1796 heavy cavalry sword. This is the sword that broke the French at Waterloo.
Wow.
And it takes a strong man to hold that and a big horse.
This is Sudanese, but this was made in Solingen in 1650. So this was a German blade to make it from there down to Sudan. How many years did that take? How many people touched the sword?
And then to make it through time
to you.
To me.
I'm going to ask you about your books as well.
My premier book is this one here. So this is, and the spine's a little bit broken. I actually need to get it repaired. But that book there was written by Field Marshal Montgomery, signed by Field Marshal Montgomery himself.
Oh my God, look at this.
And it is a one of a kind.
Do you ever fight about objects? Does one person see one thing, or do you regard yourself as joint custodians?
We kind of work off an honor system, kind of whoever comes across it first, they're the ones who gets the first kind of dibs on it.
But there are rules.
You buy the item, not the story. Unless it is written on the item or is there with the item, a story can't be verified. Spend hundreds on research and books so that you're not losing out on thousands.
What's the most important rule?
When I pick up, let's say, this Reed of Dublin flintlock pistol, when I first was buying this, my heart was pounding. I wanted this.
You know, when you see something, you may not even fully know what it is, but it gives you that goosebumps effect.
The best advertisement you can see, old sword. That's what you want to see it described as. You could come to an old sword that you'll just pick it up and go, nope. Or you can pick it up and go, oh my God, I never thought I'd own one of these. I have a Japanese sword over here that's from around 1520. And this was...
Oh my God,
this
1520?
1520. This was
Stand back
an advert's pickup. I never thought I'd own a real one of these because they're quite expensive. But on adverts, you find different things.
Are you going to break somebody's heart now and tell us how much you got it for?
I got it at a good price, but it's something I will never sell.
Never reveal to the seller. Another rule there. Never reveal to the seller that you've gotten yourself a deal. My uncle was renovating a house and he found this in the roof of the house.
No. What kind of gaff was he renovating?
Well, he reckons that the person fought in the Second World War, brought it home and hid it. So that was found in the roof. He went, Mark would love that.
Then Mark said, Ken, you can have that.
Well, no, we won't get into that.
But then Mark saw what it was, and then Mark changed his mind.
Well, I don't really like... I wouldn't be onto the ethnic or the Japanese katanas, but
in this case, I'll keep it.
But I said I'd keep it because there's a story and...
It's family.
It's family.
I've forgiven you.
Yeah. There's a Dublin district...
Can I have a look at that
OS map. And
when's that from?
That is from, I think, 1898. I'm
going to challenge you to that one.
Why?
No, continue with this one and then I'll challenge. I've just challenged you.
This is... Oh.
That was €2, Mark, was it?
It's €2, I think, Ken.
That is gorgeous.
I do love OS maps.
The paper is lovely.
I know.
So in World War II, because paper was perishable, they didn't want to give their troops maps made out of paper. So what they did, they used to make their maps out of silk.
That's cool. Sorry, that is so cool.
And it's a beautiful map of Arnhem. And notice how it doesn't rustle. It's waterproof, but it's phenomenally well detailed.
That is wild.
What Mark is going to say to you next is why his map is better than mine.
Well,
that is my map. I don't know whether I won the map off.
I wouldn't say my map is better, but it's actually it's interesting that Ken mentions Arnhem because I used to live in Arnhem.
Is it against the rule to do one-upmanship?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so.
That was just for the camera. We'll do one-upmanship.
Just from listening to the pair of you, it doesn't seem to be very much... It's not really motivated about making a fortune.
Oh, we've spent a fortune. We won't make a fortune on it.
We are caretaking these so that they last till the next generation and hopefully the next generation. And some of these items you feel so lucky to have because they have survived to the point where they meet you.